Hello everybody, Lynn DeSanto with Lynn Seeks Truth, coming to you tonight with an incredibly important interview in regards to Chance Englebert, missing since July 6th. Such a tragic and terrible story, so heartbreaking, and so many people asking me what has happened to Chance. And so tonight I am bringing you an interview, the first time ever. His best friend Matt is going to be speaking out. Matt has some incredible information that I think is going to help shine a lot more light on this case and help you to understand better exactly what happened. So Matt, how long have you and Chance known each other?
He started at the mine in 2017, and that's when we met.
Okay. And you describe yourself as his best friend.
Yeah, I would say that. Not in front of him, but I'd get a little weird. But
Okay.
yeah, I would say that we were close.
Very close friends. Okay. You guys would see each other at least every week, often every day? Is that?
We worked the same rotation at the mine, and then days off we were running together quite a bit too. So.
Okay. So you had shared with me that you actually were with Chance when he met Bailey, his wife, for the first time. Is that right?
Yeah, we were supposed to actually be hunting. We got in a lot of trouble over that deal with my wife, so we ended up in Nebraska picking up 2 derby cars, and then he snuck in that we were meeting a gal he was interested in, which happened to be Bailey.
Okay. And how had they met? If she was in Nebraska and he was in Wyoming, how had they actually met in the first place?
Online.
Online. Okay.
I don't know what site or anything.
Okay. So they probably met online, and then he's there and he says, "Hey, let's go meet this girl I've been talking to."
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and when they met the first time, how did it seem like it was? Did they seem like they got along? They must have.
Well, he was really nervous. Chance was always nervous around new people.
Sure.
And anything like that. So I really remember this. We were both sitting in the pickup waiting for her to show up, and he goes, "If she's ugly or crazy looking, we're leaving immediately." We ain't getting her close to pickup, but she stepped out and he liked her, so.
Okay, so that was good. You guys didn't try to run?
No, we didn't run.
That's good. Okay, so tell me a little bit about how long had they dated before they got married? Was it quite a while, or?
No, it was just that year. It was all real quick.
Okay, pretty quick.
Yeah.
So, and were you at their wedding when they got married?
Yeah, I was Chance's best man.
Best man.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And where were they actually married at?
Sundance, Wyoming.
In Sundance.
Yeah.
Okay. And then was there any type of event for the family or a party or anything like that after the wedding?
After the wedding, we all went to Deadwood.
Okay, went to Deadwood, the whole family?
Yeah.
Okay, and how was that? Was it a fun event? What was that like?
It was mostly fun. There was right off the bat, like, there was an argument kind of, I guess, towards the end of the night between Bailey and Chance.
Okay.
And I don't know 100% what that was all about, but I was under the impression that Bailey didn't want Chance's family at the wedding, and there was a big, backlash to that during that night after everybody got to drinking and whatnot.
Okay, so Chance had his family at the wedding, and you were told that she maybe was not happy about that, and there was some type of fight that occurred around that. Okay, so it sounds like there might have been some tension with the families kind of early on.
Yes.
Okay. So on the weekend that he disappeared, you actually were almost going to be hanging out with him. Is that correct?
Yes. Chance and I were talking during the rotation about maybe actually going to the Englebert Ranch for the 4th of July and catfishing. And then once we got on days off and got to visiting, Bailey and Chance had decided to go to Nebraska instead.
Okay.
So that's when.
So that's when this sort of event happened, was that he could not hang out with you, he was going with her family instead.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about the little guy, the little Banks, the baby, his son. What kind of a dad was Chance? What was Chance like when he was with his son?
Yeah, it was awesome, man, to see him with the little guy. I don't know how to explain it, because I didn't get to be around very much with Banks.
Okay.
So I would say it was, when Chance was being a dad, Chance was awesome.
Okay. He loved being a dad.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was definitely busy with it.
Yes, yeah. Was he excited about having a little boy? Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very excited.
That's great.
And nervous.
And nervous, yeah, first time dad.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the day that Chance disappears. So when was the first time you were aware that something was wrong?
When Chance called me was
Okay.
the first time I found out.
Okay, so you are back with your friends, what, on 4th of July weekend, or with your family friends?
Yes.
Hanging out, okay? Your phone rings and it's him, and he says what?
He says that he got into a fight with his in-laws. He didn't say he was at the golf course or anything like that, but he said he was got in a fight with his in-laws and needed a ride home.
Okay.
And was walking down a road.
Okay, did he tell you what road he was on? Did you know exactly where he was?
He didn't say exactly where he was, like a mile marker or anything like that, but he said he was walking towards Torrington.
Okay, so he said, we got into a fight with the in-laws. Did he say what specific member of that family, or did he just say the in-laws in general?
He did not say.
Okay, and did he tell you what the argument was about, or what the problem was?
That he didn't either.
Okay.
It was, yeah,
So he was sort of general, that there
Yes.
was a fight with the in-laws.
that's kind of how we talked.
Okay, okay. And did he seem intoxicated to you? Did he sound like he was drunk?
No, not at all.
Not at all. He sounded clear.
He did.
Okay. Did he sound confused or disoriented?
No, just upset.
Okay. And by upset, you mean angry, crying? What kind of upset?
Angry.
Angry.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was upset. He was angry, and he said there was a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you say you were going to do?
I told him I'd have to call him back, that I'd been at a 4th of July party all day and there was no way I was coming to get him, so I'd have to make some phone calls. He said, okay.
Okay. So your thought was that you would try to find him a ride. Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, I would make some phone calls. I knew a couple people in Nebraska and I knew Chance's parents were closer than I was.
Okay. So there were a lot of people that have commented about that the weather was bad or soon to be bad. Did he ever make any, did he ever mention that to you? Hey, it's going to rain, or there's a bad storm coming?
Not at all, huh?
He never mentioned
No.
that. Okay. So you start making calls to people. Did you find someone that could go pick him up?
I did not find anybody that could go get him, but I got a hold of his mother, Dawn, and she was going to call his uncle, and his uncle was going to go get him, John. But
Okay. So she told you that. She
Yes.
said the uncle will go get him.
yes.
Okay. So then what did you do?
Well, after that, we waited the rest of the night, and
Did you call Chance back and tell him that you had found him a ride?
we tried to call him back, but there was no answer.
Okay. So you talked to his mom. Mom says uncle will come. You're gonna call him back and say, hey, we got it worked out.
Yes.
But no answer.
No answer.
No answer. Did you get any other texts from him?
No.
Did you try texting him?
Yes.
Okay. And no response to
No.
your text?
Not a thing.
Okay. So then what happens? What's the next thing you hear?
Well, the next thing I hear is he's actually missing, and that was the next day.
And who told you that?
I heard it from Bailey on the internet and from Dawn.
Okay. So Bailey had posted something online saying Chance is missing. Okay. So what did you do at that point?
Well, at that point, I was ready to go down and start helping search for him, but was talking with Dawn, and she asked me to stay. Chance and I just got a new job working for Blakeman.
Okay.
Propane.
And Dawn is Chance's mom.
Yes.
So she told you, don't go down there, stay here.
Yeah, stay in Moorcroft and work till noon and see if Chance shows up there.
Okay. And so you did that,
Yes.
and he was not found.
No.
Okay. And so at that point, did you call Bailey back, or what did you do then?
At that point, I called Dawn and let her know we were going to leave. He wasn't there. So we left Moorcroft around noon to go help.
Okay. So your thought was he might show up at work today. He might just come walking in the door at work, and
Yes.
you'd say, hey, everybody's looking for you. But that didn't happen.
Right.
Okay.
If Chance would have walked off like everybody was hoping he did, he would have been at work that day.
Okay. Because he always showed up for work.
Never missed it.
Never miss work. Okay. Very reliable guy.
Very.
Okay. So you get in the car and you head to Gering, where he's missing from. Is that correct?
Yes.
And who were you with?
I was with my wife and a friend.
Okay. And what did you do when you got there?
When we got there, we started trying to figure out where we could jump in and help at. We didn't get a lot of reply back from family or friends where they were or what they were doing. We were able to get a hold of Dawn. She said they were just driving around looking. So we just picked the best spot, which I thought would have been the last place he was seen, was that truck stop. And we started searching through trees and walking river bank.
Okay. And when you were doing that, were you seeing other groups of people out? Were you bumping into Chance's other relatives or any of Bailey's relatives? Were they out there looking also?
The only thing we've seen in the 3 days we were searching that river bottom, we walked miles upon miles, and we seen one helicopter, is what we seen.
One helicopter?
Yes.
Never saw any other police walking?
No.
Never saw any other relatives walking?
No.
Bailey and her family has said that they were out searching. So you're telling me you were out searching and you did not see them out searching in that same area?
I did not see them searching where we were, no.
Okay.
Not during that time.
Okay, and that was the 3 days after?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see anything in that 3 days that seemed unusual, or did you find anything?
No, didn't find a thing.
Didn't find a thing?
Mm-mm.
Did you talk to people and ask people, has anybody seen this guy? Did you have pictures of him to show people or anything
No,
like that?
we didn't talk to very many people. We just pretty much put miles down on the ground looking for him down the river.
Okay.
Is what we were worried about.
You were worried that what had happened?
That he may have fell in the river.
Okay.
That would be the only thing I could see happening to him, but even that is pretty odd that he would be able to do that. I don't
Okay.
know how to say that.
You would be surprised if he fell in the river, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we were hunting buddies and traveled a lot of country together. He's pretty sure-footed.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
a country boy that's
No.
comfortable in the woods.
yeah, we were. So
Okay.
I don't get where he went. I don't understand it.
Sure. So at that point, I assume that you communicated back to Bailey and the other relatives that you were not finding anything.
Yeah, at this point in time, we lost our jobs at the mine, and I hadn't worked for Blakeman yet, so my paycheck run pretty short, pretty quick. So that was all I could afford, was 3 days down there looking for him.
Sure.
So at the end of that, we contacted Bailey and let her know that we were leaving. Got a text message saying thank you, and that was it.
That was it. Okay. Now you had shared with me that there was something about a cell phone that was unusual.
Yes.
So to kind of step back a little bit, again, the day he's missing, there's something about a cell phone. Can you tell me that story again?
Yeah, at the point in time, I don't remember which day it was now. So the cell phone ended up on Chance's and Bailey's porch.
Okay.
And I never seen it, no idea. I
So-
called Bailey, because I live 15 minutes from him, and told her that a friend of mine had stopped by to check and see if Chance was home, and
Okay.
found this cell phone.
So this must have been right after he was missing.
Yeah, this was
This is
everybody
right.
looking for him.
This is everybody. Okay, so he's just disappeared. Somebody goes to his house to see if he's there. He's not there, but there's a cell phone laying on the porch.
Yes,
Okay,
really odd,
just laying there.
yes.
Okay, and so that friend calls you and tells you, hey, there's a cell phone on the porch. Did he take the cell phone? The friend that found it?
No,
He didn't. Okay, so you did what?
well, I told him I was on my way into town, I'll take a look at it as soon as I get there. He left it there, and then on my way to town, I called Bailey and asked if there should be a cell phone laying around there, and she said no. So by the time I got there, she had already called a neighbor, and that neighbor came and got it and left town with it. So I don't understand what happened.
Left town with the cell phone.
Yes.
And do we have any idea whose cell phone this was?
No idea. When I had the friend's number, I talked to him, and he said it had nothing to do with Chance's disappearance, and that he was already in Deadwood. So I got a little upset, wanted him to turn it into the police. I don't know if it ever did.
Okay. This is a strange story.
Very strange.
So I'm just imagining there's just a cell phone laying on a porch, someone's missing, and Bailey calls some neighbor and says, hey, come go grab that cell phone,
Yes.
rather than allowing you to go pick it up.
Yes,
She knew you were on your way to go pick it up.
she did.
Why